Look at this. This container is dry, even though I only watered it yesterday. If you grow in containers, you'll know exactly what I mean. Just like the rest of you, it's been really hot here just lately, and you could fill your day just with watering your plants. I don't know about you, but I've got better things to do than to stand there for half a day watering every plant that's either in the garden or that is in containers. In our outdoor plots, they're all no dig, and we haven't really needed to water that much. It's just been those new plantings, remember I talked about in the last video, where we've planted something new in the blistering heat. You just have to ensure that they get a watering every day during that period of weather. But regardless of whether it's particularly boiling hot or it's just a hot summer, containers dry out really quickly. In fact, when you water a container, you can lose up to 70% of the water that you put into it on a really warm day. Now, you know my saying on this channel, healthy soil equals healthy plants that give you big harvests. But without the water, they certainly can't give you the kind of harvests that you were expecting. We began growing our potatoes in containers probably 4 years ago. And we've slowly evolved to this point where all of our potatoes virtually are grown in containers. And since that first year that we actually started to grow them in containers, the one lesson that I learnt was that they need to be mulched. Yes, mulching is the answer. And it's not just with potatoes. Anything that you're going to be growing in a container, it needs to be well mulched. Because actually, if you put a mulch layer on top of your soil, on your containers, instead of losing up to 70% of the water that you've put into that container, you're reducing that down to somewhere between 20 and 30%. Now, that's great news for your plants, of course, but it's also good news for you. Firstly, you don't have to be watering every single day. You don't have to be spending hours watering. But more importantly, water is a precious commodity, and especially if you're on an allotment where there is no irrigation system like a tap or a hose, and you're relying on just water butts. You don't want to be wasting it. It's really precious. I've been using this mulch, and it's done a really good job. I can see it's really lovely and firm there. It's a potato, Mrs. W.
Nice.
That means they've been growing really well. The mulch is called Marvellous, and we were given it to trial for the season, which is what we've been doing. But actually, you could use anything from straw to grass clippings, old grass clippings. I love the idea that Ken came out with on our last video. Comfrey leaves, yeah, they'd do a good job too. And as they rot down, they'll also feed your plants too. And it's a really straightforward procedure. All you do is put your mulch on top. By doing that, it stops the sun hitting the soil and drying it out. It cuts out the majority of the evaporation when you water, thus trapping more of what you put into that container. Now, we've been carrying out several experiments with our potatoes this year. Some have had mulch, some have not. This is just to give you a good visual of what works and what doesn't. We've actually grown some potatoes in just a tiny piece of compost. We've tried growing potatoes in different parts of our garden, not always where they always grow in full sun. And we shall give you the results of all of that a bit later on in the season when they're ready, because I don't know the answers yet. The potatoes are not yet mature. If you're finding this useful, and do give us a thumbs up. It really does help myself and Mrs. W get our message to a wider gardening community. And if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, then why not hit that subscribe button? You wouldn't want to miss the results of our potato experiments later on in the year. Here in the greenhouse, conditions are much different to that of our polytunnel. Yes, it gets hot in the polytunnel, not going to say it doesn't, but it is protected a bit more because there is the woodland behind it. There's also fences on either side, so it's not actually in full sun. Whereas the greenhouse, this receives sun at this time of the year all day long. We won't stop getting the sun until it goes down later on tonight. So this greenhouse really suffers in much the same way as our containers. So what I'm doing is I'm adding this mulch now around the base of each of the plants. And this is a good example of what I mean. Look how dry that is. And yet this greenhouse was only watered. When was it watered, Mrs. W? Was it Sunday or
yes.
Monday?
Sunday.
Sunday, yes. So that's how dry it can actually get. And of course, these plants, they do need water. They're not going to survive without it. So by adding that mulch around the base of each of these plants, that's going to trap the water in there when we water, because at the base of these plants is exactly where we're going to be watering. The rest of the surface doesn't matter so much. It's not growing anything. This mulch is just the top layer, and over the season it slowly gets taken down by all of the soil life. But if I actually move this back, it is still moist under there. And by adding this, it ensures that that stays like that for the majority of the time. So if you like, it's a double whammy. No Dig does this for our soil. It will trap the water in because it's already a mulch, but actually by adding these mulches on top, doubly ensured that these plants are not sitting in really dry soil, which of course will harm them greatly and will ultimately go on to affect the harvest that we have. So it'll be really interesting to see, first of all, will this cut the amount of time that we have to spend watering these plants in the really hot weather? The best way to always test whether it be a container or your soil is to put your finger in, get it down up to the knuckle, and if it's dry, you need to water. That's the best way that I've found that will tell you that things need watering. We often think that soil drying out as a result of the really hot days that we've all been experiencing. But it's not just the sun, it's also the wind. The wind will also dry things out. You don't necessarily need that sunshine to do that for you, but for sure the sun will cause a lot of evaporation. Just a couple of things for you. When you're going to be mulching, you want to give the containers a good 2-inch layer of mulch. This will ensure that the sun cannot penetrate the soil or the winds. But when it comes to grass, when you're putting that on your containers, just a 1-inch layer. You don't want to be putting that on too thickly because that can mat together and cause real problems. Before you put your mulch on, make sure that you have given the container a really good drink of water. That means that will start to lock that in there and you'll be in a good place. As and when you need to water, just pull back the mulch, put your water in where you need it, and then push the mulch back. And that's our tips for successfully growing, whether it be potatoes or anything else in your containers. Ensure that you use a mulch. Don't skip it, don't skimp on it, make sure you have the adequate amount. This will decrease the amount of time that you need to spend watering, but it will also save your water at this time of the year. Most of us want to grow the best potatoes that we can. And if you want to know more about the full cycle of growing potatoes, whether it be in the open ground or whether it be in containers, then watch this video next.